and welcome to another Daily Digest video. I am Merriam, and today I am sticking with Modern, sticking with cool decks from the recent SCG Classic in Charlotte. This time it is Aintrazi's Bant Turns deck from the top 8. Ollie, of course, is very well known for playing kooky decks, and this one certainly qualifies. And this hand is definitely going to be a keep, but it is super awkward because of this Treetop Village. This Treetop Village entered the battlefield untapped. We would be all set. Turn 1 Noble. Turn 2 probably just Nissa on 1 and go from there. Instead, we're going to have to play a turn 1 ETB tap land and probably a Jace on 2 just to try to find more land drops. So let's do that. Our opponent kept as well. And see what they're up to. I like the idea of playing a lot of Time Walks and a lot of Planeswalkers. That is some nice synergy there. Might be a little slow this game because of this ETB tap land. Okay. Ooh, especially slow against the Zoo deck. So now I can try to play Noble here or Jace. I've drawn another land, which is good, which is sort of my reason for playing Jace. And if I play Noble, I can cast a Planeswalker next turn, likely Narset, because it's less likely to immediately die to my opponent's attackers. So I like playing Noble now. And hopefully we can get a Time Walk here. I'd like to set up a turn where I go Garruk, untap 2 lands, play a Time Walk. And so they never have a time to deal with Garruk. So green. Hidden Herbalists. Okay. Oh, geez. We're about to get bushwhacked for 1 million. And now none of my Planeswalkers are going to survive. Sure. Well, not exactly sure how we're winning this game. We're at 8, so we're facing down lethal damage. I guess I'm just supposed to play Garruk and minus. Ugh, this matchup does not seem good. We're in the 3 colors that are worst at dealing with creatures. We need a little bit of time to set up our engine, and our opponent is playing a very aggressive deck with a lot of creatures. We're probably just dead to an Atarka's Command. Or Bolt. These are all going at me. Well, I will block here 2/2 and try to go to 1. Oh my. Are we not dead? Ooh, we're not dead. Well then. So we can play Walk the Aeons here for 6. And then hopefully next turn find a land and play Time Warp plus Jace. And then go from there. So why don't we attack for 4? We might, if they don't have a removal spell, we might be able to just kill them. So let's make blue-green, untap these lands. Target me. Okay, let's take an extra turn. Yeah, I think they're going to die to Garruk Ultimate, which is kind of insane. This goes on a forest, so let's go there. Make blue. Sure. Untap 2 lands. Let's untap these. This was even better than a land. Let's Time Warp. Let's play Jace. Attack for 4, and then next turn we get to Ultimate Garrick after activating Treetop Village and attack for a bunch. Think we did it! We've stolen victory from the jaws of defeat. Wow. Well, okay then. That's great. Not even going to activate Jace, just attack with it. Huzzah! We were attacking for what, 18 there? Easy game. Our opponent just had actual nothing. Exactly what we needed. And what are we going to do? I definitely want to this fog. This fog seems great. How good is Ensnaring Bridge? Seems okay. I'm not sure how quickly we're going to be able to empty our hand. Giga Drowse. I think Giga Drowse is more meant for counterspell matchups. It could be like a fog here, but it's going to be an expensive one. I do kind of like Ensnaring Bridge. If we get a Utopia Sprawl draw, pretty heavy accelerant draw, maybe we can empty our hand pretty quickly. Question is, what do we want to cut? The Season's Pass is definitely a cut. Card is just way too slow for a matchup like this. I'm not a big fan of Nissa here either. It's hard to play early because they have so much pressure. So maybe Nissa is just better as Ensnaring Bridge. I guess I'll try it. I don't think Spreading Seas is fast enough. It's not really a big part of our. We don't have a plan to surround Spreading Seas, and by itself, it's not going to be good enough in this matchup. But yeah, we'll just swap those 3 cards. Definitely looking for a faster hand this game. I think we were a little lucky to win that one, for our opponent to have basically nothing. And this is turn 2 Jace is nice, but that's all this hand has. I think this is going to be a mulligan. We really want an accelerant. And this hand is very good on 6. We have turn 1 Noble, turn 2 Courser, turn 3 Garrick into Jace. Definitely keep that. Oh, that is an awkward one. Another ETB tap land. I really want to play Courser into Garrick plus a Jace. So I think I'm going to bottom that. Hope to find an untapped land here. Okay, probably see another Wild Nicottle or Goblin Guide of some kind. Narnum Renegade, sure. So our opponent is... I guess even without Hidden Herbalist, he would definitely play Narnum Renegade. 2/3 Death Touch is nice. I could get a white source here to guarantee I can play Narset and Rev, but I'd rather save myself the 2 life. Get our Noble. Hope it doesn't die. Narnum Renegade is a little awkward for a Courser, but we should have another creature we can block. Burning Tree certainly counts. Oh, another double Burning Tree draw. Come on. Come on. Give me a shot. Okay, we have a Fog. That's pretty good. So we're not... We could Jace plus Fog, but I don't think that's going to be a winning line. I think we have to, once again, hope we survive this turn at 2. And then Fog the next turn. Or hit a land off the top. Instead hit a Jace. Not good. Maybe you should have kept the Fairy Conclave. Can we live the dream twice and not die on turn 3? At this point, I would settle for them not having 1-drop into double Emissary Bushwhacker. Ugh. That will kill me. Because Death Touch and Trample works that if I block here, I only soak up 1 point. So, yeah, I'm dead. I guess I'll make them attack. Maybe they won't assign Trample? No, that Moto automatically assigns it for them. Okay, well, definitely like Fog. And Searing Bridge is good against Rancor. So, yeah, let's stay with this and just see if they cannot have the nuts for once. It's going to be real tough for them to have the same draw 3 times in a row, but once they've already had it twice, it's like only needing it once. I will play first. Very good hand, tons of acceleration and a time walk. Just need to draw some planeswalkers. Gonna Noble first, and then I will be able to Utopia Sprawl a land that is untapped, so this will effectively cost 0. So, see what our opponent does. They've kept 7 again. And we have 4. See which 1-drop they have this time. Looks like one of the same 2. Arm Renegade, sure. Okay, another Time Warp. We still need to find a Planeswalker. So Utopia Sprawl, this Forest. The blue. I guess this is just wasting my time, but yeah. Making myself a superfluous mana. Do they have it again? Okay. Come on. No emissary. No emissary. Oh, well, that's basically an emissary. Well, they still played 3 creatures, but they don't have haste, so I guess that's okay. So we're going to have an extra turn here before we have to blink. I don't really need white mana. Would I like to pay 2 life now? Really need something. So what happens with a Tarkus command? This becomes 12, 15, so I go to 2, and then I can fetch down to 1. So I'm not dead to a Tarkus command, so I'm just going to pass and wait 1 more turn. I'm going to be up to 2, 4, 6, 7, go down to 3, untap 2 lands, go up to 6. So if I draw Garruk, I can Garruk plus Time Warp. That's nice. But I haven't found any real gas yet. I just want to give myself the most time. We are dead to a Tarkus command plus Bolt, or some combinations of cards, but got to give myself the most time I can to set up my big time walk turn. Chain to the Rocks and Noble. Okay. They're just going to kill both my Noble Hierarchs. So this is 14. Yeah, that's pretty good. So the time is now. I can still Garruk into Time Warp, so that's nice. I'm going to have a tough time with any other Planeswalker. Okay. Well, we got time to draw what we need, but unlike the other Time Walk decks, this one doesn't have like Howling Mine and Dictative Krufix, so I'm not drawing a bunch of cards on all these Time Warps. And this Noble is not much of a clock, but another land was not great. We're running out of time here. Time Warp again. Okay, well, that is something. Do I want to Time Warp again or just Ensnaring Bridge and pass? Still dead to any burn spell. What I would like to find is a Planeswalker. So using the Time Warp first lets me dig more towards a Planeswalker, but saving it means once I draw one, it's better. I still think I'd rather Time Warp because I'm under pressure from the top of their deck to find a way to close this game. Like, I'm dead to any burn spell. Let's attack for 1 again. I could walk the Aeons and buy this back. I'm actually more inclined now to hold the walk because it's 2 time walks. So it's pretty valuable, but it's only 2 time walks later because I don't want to sack the lands now. So I think I'll just attack for 1 and play the bridge. This is a card that is a lot better than Time Warp at accelerating my threat once I find it. Wish I had some life gain here, but just gonna have to hope they don't see a burn spell. Okay, well, I was dead to that Molten Rain, but they've decided to kill a basic, so hooray me. I am now awkwardly unable to cast Walk the Aeons. Narset, fine draw. Well, is it a fine draw? You may reveal it and put it into your hand. Okay. So I am going to play this and plus it, and I'm really just going to hope to see a land on the top of my deck. I can't put a spell into my hand because then I'm dead to their attack. Or click OK to choose nothing. Oh no! I'm gonna die because it's Walk the Aeons again! I'm gonna need to find a fog off the top then? Oh, not casting the walk is proving to be my downside, or downfall. Oh, they just had a bolt anyway. Okay, well. Oh man, under a little bit too much pressure there from our zoo opponent. We were able to steal game 1 because they did not kill our Planeswalker, which is nice. I think it's a combination of loose play from our opponent there, but that matchup does not seem very good. This is a deck that seems very much geared towards beating more disruptive decks, being resilient, and it's not going to be nearly as good against decks that just clock it, because it doesn't have a lot of interaction itself. It is banking on its opponent to do interaction, to try to interact with it, and being able to play through that interaction. Now, granted, the acceleration in it does give you a little bit more speed, and we just weren't. If we had found a Planeswalker there early instead of a bunch of all time walks, I think we would have been in okay shape, because then we would have been getting more value out of each of those turns, and maybe could have set up something something significant. But as is, we were felled by some very good zoo draws, and hope you enjoyed that, and you can come back and see me on Wednesday.